Well, I always liked to draw. Always. I always liked to draw. I took art in high school, and as I say, I loved my art teacher. After that, I wanted to go to the art school out of Washington U. My father didn't seem to think much of that. If I wanted to be an artist, I should learn something that I could get a job with. So I really should take commercial art, which wasn't really my thing especially, but I did. I went to the vocational school then and took art, I guess was it 2 years I took that, and did fashion illustration and all sorts of things like that. Part of that was an architecture class, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Let's see, what was his name? Mr. Frank? Or something like that, it doesn't matter. But he wanted me to go on to study architecture, and I would have loved that too. And my father says, that's nothing for a young woman to be working with all those rough men. So I didn't go into architecture. I still was putting in time in the drugstore helping Daddy. It was kind of hard to get away from that after all those years. Sioux City is not the most exciting place to live.
I believe you.
But we did build a house up on top of the hill on 7 acres. I guess we always wanted to build because, well, actually, as far as building, I designed, of course, how I love housing. I designed and we built the house in Sioux City. In fact, they were so used to building just one-story houses, this builder we had, he didn't know how, he was a little concerned about the stairwell, and it was one that went around like this. And so I was on the job every blessed day. So I got over there one morning, and here's the stairs. You walk down and you crack your head. And I said, what on earth? Junior was one of the carpenters. I said, Junior, what on earth? He said, yeah, he said, Mr. Coffey doesn't quite know what to do there. I said, okay. So I said, can we do thus and so and so, and can we put a double header here and do this and that and to get rid of that? Oh yeah, sure. So he got all torn apart, and a little bit later, old Mr. Coffey comes in and he looks and he says to Junior, can we do that? He said, yes, we can.
And how did you learn about double headers and all that?
Because I loved architecture, and I loved building, and I knew what you had to, I knew the different parts of the building, what you had to do in order to get enough support. So anyway, I had them put in some double headers there. We were able to get to the second floor.
Okay.
So that was that.